Sometimes it's not going to be that easy. It's not going to be, hey, we need to check it. Sometimes we're going to have to take some chances down the field, and when those opportunities come up, we're going to have to make them. But until then, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing.
How much do you think fantasy football is placing emphasis on that? People want splash numbers. They want big numbers. They want long deep passes.
I think that's just any sport. You want to see fireworks, right? You want to see the big plays and the long touchdowns and the guys breaking tackles and the guys jumping over people. As a fan of football, as an avid watcher of football, I love those plays too. I love making those plays, but ultimately I love winning football games more. And again, we're just trying to do what we're asked to do and do what I'm asked to do and go out there and be the best teammate, the best quarterback that I can be for the Buffalo Bills. The type of teammate that he is. Anytime he's on the field, he doesn't get the ball. You watch him after the play. He's a true football player. Following the ball, he's one of the first persons there to help our guys up. He's one of the first persons in there to celebrate with the guys. Doesn't care who scores a touchdown as long as we score touchdowns. And he's pretty dang good at scoring touchdowns himself. Yeah, I think as a team, we understood and we know who Jimbo is and trusted that he was doing the right things off the field, when he wasn't in the building, and obviously he was. But yeah, he'll be the first one to tell it's all the old line opening the holes for him, but the way he runs the football is it's a rare thing and it's a beautiful thing to see.
Coach Curry, what has his presence around here been like for your development, especially with these last 2 seasons?
Yeah, the demeanor that he has, this calm sense of, confidence, the way he talks to the quarterbacks in our quarterback rooms, the way he, installs certain plays for us. He's got our backs 100%. He's one of the greats to ever do it. And, I don't think people understand, who RC was, but he still is. He's a true athlete, and he's a special human being. On top of that, he's got a huge heart, and we love having him here in Buffalo.
Hey Josh, your first 3 drives start games following touchdowns. 2 of those have gone to Dalton. I know you're just going to go where the open read takes you, but to get him involved early in 2 of those 3 games, and he's kind of built off of that production from there. How big is that for the offense when you get Dalton going that way?
I think it's a great thing. Anytime we get the ball spread around to different guys, and now you have to worry about him in the red zone. You have to worry about him, in open field. You have to worry about him in the screen game. In the run game now, like he's a fantastic blocker too. And all of our guys are doing such a good job. Doing what they're asked to do, whether it's go block, whether it's go catch, whether it's go celebrate with teammates, whatever it is. Guys are doing just a good job, and the more that we can spread it around, the better of an offense that we're going to be. Yeah, it was a terrible spike, first of all. We judge our spikes in our offensive room, and the way that it's judged, if it leaves the screen on the top, it's a great spike. I don't think his got a foot off the ground and just kind of rolled forward. I was actually going to chase the ball and then saw Keon went after it, and I just kind of waited to congratulate him on his first touchdown. But, yeah, guys understand what it means. Guys see how hard each other, we work with each other, and ultimately when you have an opportunity to share success with someone, we have a lot of guys that are jumping at that chance to do it. And it speaks a lot of the volume about the guys that we have in this locker room. Yeah, the challenge is, again, they're going to have their ears pinned back. They want to win as badly as anybody in the league right now. And again, there's no easy games in this league. They're going to come out. They're going to have their best shot, and we got to figure out how to stop that and adjust accordingly during the game. but they got a front that's really good. They got some DBs that can make some plays on the ball, and I think they're playing a lot better than their score. And I know last week just kind of got out of hand early on, but the first 2 weeks, I mean, they're playing really good football. So we got to be prepared for anything. Yeah, it's good, and I think so.
Very well self-motivated. Is finishing the season with a home record that's perfect in what will likely be the last year? Is that one of them?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's something that Coach McDermott talks about is defending our dirt. But ultimately, we're just looking one game at a time, and it's the most important one because it's the next one, and we'll figure it out when we get there.
Josh, Andrew Kell said they were going to get there. We're celebrating 10 years in Buffalo.
Congrats. Yeah.
We picked Buffalo. Why have you chosen Buffalo? What is it about Buffalo that you think?
I would say it's eerily similar to how I was born and raised in smaller communities that care for each other, that look out for each other. It's just the people make the place, and I truly believe that. And I don't know. I love having 4 seasons. I know our summer and fall are elite here, and winter can be a little brutal at times, but it's a special place. And on top of that, I may be the biggest wing connoisseur in this building, so it works out. I mean, like favorite spot. I mean, I think everybody knows that Bar-Bill is probably my favorite. I think Mulberry's has some sneaky good wings, and then obviously Wing Nuts is pretty dang good too. So there's a lot of good options, but any chance that you can go and try some new wings here, you should probably jump at the chance to do it. Thank you guys.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
From a player's perspective, played well.
Mm-hmm.
First and second down, you get him in the situation you're trying to get him in.
Yeah.
And then can't get off the field. How frustrating has that been to you?
It's extremely frustrating. Just doing everything we can to learn from the mistakes that we've had in the previous games and just correct them. And just being on the same page. That's the most important thing when we're out there.
Ravens game involved, obviously, the Jets.
Yeah.
What have been some of the things?
There was a couple times in both games where they quick counted us and we were kind of on our heels a little bit. And I feel like they converted on those times when they quick counted us. You know what I'm saying? So us basically being at the line, being ready, having our call ready, and not like waiting on the offense to be ready. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's one of the biggest things. I mean, that's a great feeling. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not at our best whatsoever. And being 3-0 is very encouraging because we still have a ways to go and we're going to get there. And I'm excited to see us when we're at our best.
So you would say you guys have not been, it hasn't been perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
Yeah.
right?
I agree. Yeah.
You would agree with
Mm-hmm. For sure.
and expound on that. What are some of the things you see that are just not the way they're supposed to be?
I mean, just like you said, on third downs, just making sure that we're more so on the same page and not getting put on our heels more often. And I feel like that's something that I'm not saying we easily can fix it, but we can fix it. You know what I'm saying? So just showing that kind of, I'd say, edge and that being ready is going to be a huge help for us. Mm-hmm.
Despite all that, to the free win, this defense has come up with a big
Mm-hmm.
win.
Yeah.
What does it say that you guys will play that full 60 minutes and not get discouraged over the mistakes that have happened? This team left seem to be able to beat itself.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I just feel like we're a resilient group. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how the game's going. We're going to have that mindset that we can win the game, regardless if we're down or if we're up. So at the end of the day, we have to keep playing the same. And there's times where we have to fix things that we haven't fixed in the past, and we're going to be better there.
Can you talk about the difficulty of communication for the defense
Mhm.
at home?
Oh, man. Yeah.
So often it's talked about the offense is have a hard time communicating
Yeah.
on the road.
Yeah.
But it's the same way when the crowd is so into it
Mm-hmm.
to ruin their offense that it inhibits your guys' ability to communicate.
Yeah, for sure. Our defense takes a lot of communication, and that being said, when we're at home, we can't even hear each other. So there's a lot of people. You might see safeties running up to the line of scrimmage, talking to the linebackers in the air. Like, we actually have to be demonstrative when we're on that field, and everyone has to have a sort of awareness that if the picture changes on offense, it could possibly change on defense as well.
Is it more hand signals? Is it just repetition of the continuity of the guys?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like and Jordan, I'm sure was a little bit different.
Yeah.
Just kind of looks and subtle tells because you can't hear.
It's definitely that. And I would say more so just having an awareness, like being in tune to the game plan, being, okay, we're going to make a check right here, but we all need to be on that same page and we all need to make that check. So if one person doesn't make the check, if 10 guys get it on the field, then there's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So all 11 guys need to get the check, and that comes with awareness, communication, and hand signals.
You don't even want to say it. You don't want the crowd to shut up.
Nah, you don't want the crowd to shut up. I mean, but honestly, sometimes I'm like, oh, we playing away, so we gonna hear each other good. Like, I feel like there's times where we play better away, just for that reason alone.
What do you see from Max Harris as he's kind of trying to navigate the rookie season?
Yeah.
Injury?
I'd say his energy and his like, he comes to work with a smile on his face every single day, and that's something I've noticed every day. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that energy, him not being down, even when he first got hurt, he wasn't down. Like, he's always engaged and always trying to get better while not being on the field. So really his attitude, that's something that I've seen, and I've been very impressed with it.
Last year it was cold this time, and they finally got out there. And
Mhm.
a lot of talk about that. The same thing is going on for Max.
Mhm.
Can you put yourself back to rookie Taryn and saying like what it was like learning this all that time, how difficult it is to figure everything out?
Yeah, it was a challenge for me, I'd say. And it's gonna be a challenge for him. But at the end of the day, like, you have to accept the challenge and accept that there's gonna be some growing pains and learn from those mistakes and get better after that. And that's all you can really do as a young player in this league. Is there's gonna be times where you don't look your best or you're not at your best. But those are just things that you learn for when you're a vet, and you get better from those mistakes or from those losses.
Even Max hasn't even had a chance to make those mistakes yet.
Nah, he hasn't. But I mean, we'll get there.
He's really starting to ramp things up now. We saw him out there
Yeah.
today. Do you get a sense at all that he's really, really looking forward to finally getting on the field?
For sure. Like, he's always talking to CB, like trying to pick his brain, just talking to Trey, trying to pick his brain, just trying to make sure that when his time is available, he's going to be ready. You know what I'm saying? So I love it. I love it, and I feel like he's going to be ready. hmm I mean, I tell him. I mean, it's the NFL. Like, to me, it don't really matter about the record. Like, any team could be any team. So I treat every game the same and prepare the best way I possibly can. And I try to tell the young guys the same thing.
And that being said, we've certainly had some marquee moments in these first three games. What would it mean to get one of those marquee moments early in this game against the Saints? Really kind of set the tone on defense.
It'd be huge. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we start fast. I mean, we got a quarterback like Josh. You know what I'm saying? We could really do some damage. So at the end of the day, we do want to start faster and make some huge plays in the beginning of the game. It means I expect to win. that's really my expectations. So yeah. Yep.